new topic, that is projectile motion. In the previous lecture we completed our most important topic, that is vectors. So today we will learn what do you mean by projectile motion. So suppose we have a body, fine, we have a body and I am giving some initial velocity to this body, and this velocity with respect to horizontal. Suppose I am giving some velocity to this body, that is velocity is u, that making angle with horizontal is what, theta, and it will going in this direction, fine, under the action of gravity. How? So see here, suppose this is our ground, fine, and we have one body. Suppose this is our body and I am throwing this body with some initial velocity u. Then what will happen? It will follow this path, fine, it will follow this path, and initially the angle with the horizontal is what? Suppose theta. Angle with the horizontal is what? Theta, and u is the initial velocity. So the motion of this body or this object is what? Projectile motion. How? So a body thrown with some initial velocity, at some angle theta, and this angle is from horizontal, fine, from the ground with horizontal, and allowed to move in two-dimensional plane, fine. It means at each and every point its position of an object is given by two coordinates, that is x and y. So it means this body moves in which, how many dimensions? In two-dimensional plane, under the effect of gravity, only under the effect of gravity, under the action of gravity. So we have most important two conditions here. So one condition is for horizontal, okay, horizontal, and second condition is for vertical. One condition is for horizontal. For horizontal we are giving some initial velocity, fine, and that initial velocity is what? Uniform in nature. It means velocity along x-axis is constant, fine. So these are the two conditions which you have to remember while doing projectile motion. So first condition is what? Along horizontal, means along horizontal, that initial velocity is what? Initial velocity which we are giving to this body is what? Constant. And number two is vertically. Vertically means body is going up and down, है ना? पहले ऊपर गई, then नीचे आई. And the condition for vertical is what? Body will move only under the action of gravity, fine. So body will move only under the action of gravity in y-axis, and in x-axis we are giving some initial constant velocity, fine. So these are the two very most important conditions. So according to the condition, suppose I am throwing a javelin, suppose I actually throw a javelin, so it will follow this path. And one more condition is there, if I am standing on the top of the tower or building, मैं यहाँ पे खड़ा हूँ, and I am throwing some body in this direction only, ठीक है, along x-axis, because this is parallel to ground only, with some initial velocity u, fine. So object will come or object will fall down. How this object will fall down? Under the effect of gravity, because gravity attracts each and every object downward, fine. So here what we have, so initial velocity, if I am talking about the initial condition, so initial velocity, suppose this is u along x-axis, and initial velocity along y-axis is what? 0. It means initially I am giving velocity only in x direction, only along horizontal, not along vertical, fine. So these are the two types of that projectile. So one name is what? One is what? Horizontal projectile. So this type is known as horizontal projectile. and second type is what? Second type is known as angular projectile. So how many types of projectile we have? We have two types of projectile. One is what? One is what? Horizontal projectile, when we start throwing a body from the top of the building, okay? And second one is what? Angular projectile, from when we throw an object from the ground with some initial angle theta. It means the sub case of this angular projectile is what? Horizontal projectile. Fine. If we start body from here, if we start body throwing a body from here, it means it turns into the horizontal projectile. So let's start discussing one by one. At first I will discuss about horizontal projectile, then I will discuss that angular projectile. So let's start with horizontal projectile. At first we have to calculate, or we have to find out the path of the projectile. It means we have to show at what trajectory this horizontal projectile will follow. किस trajectory में जाएगा? क्या वो straight line जाएगा? Either वो parabola बना रहा है. So this way we have to calculate. So at first path of the projectile. So suppose here I am having tower and we have what? Object. And I am giving some initial velocity u. It means initial velocity in only in x direction. So at first I am talking about x axis. So at first x component. Fine. So in x component, what is the basic requirement which I am giving to this body? That initial velocity, that ux is u, which is equals to constant. Fine. At once I am giving an initial velocity to this object, and that initial velocity is what? U. Fine. And this projectile will follow a path like this. It will come down because of the effect of gravity. Fine. It means, but along x-axis, if body is here, so initial velocity again ux is equals to u. Here again ux is equals to u. But it will come downward because of the effect of gravity. That is what? Velocity along y-axis. Fine. So it means velocity along u-axis is what? At each and every point is u. So here ux is constant. It means if velocity is constant, it means acceleration along x-axis is what? 0. Because acceleration is what? Is the change in velocity. But along x-axis, velocity each and every point we have velocity same. It means along x-axis velocity is constant. It means acceleration is 0. So I have to calculate path. It means we have to calculate the distance. And you know, in distance, I am using what? Which type of equation of motion? Second equation of motion. Second equation of motion is what? S is equals to ut plus half at square. Clear? But I have to write that second equation of motion in terms of x component. Fine. So distance final minus initial, which is equals to uxt plus half ax t square. So this is the equation of motion along x-axis for x component. Fine. So conditions are, so x naught, I am starting from 0. This is the initial position, suppose 0. So I am starting initially from 0. Fine. So x2, suppose x is what? X only. Initial velocity ux is what? Again u. Initial velocity is what? Initial velocity I am giving u. Acceleration along x-axis, by there is no change in velocity. It means acceleration along x-axis is what? 0. Now implement all these values in equation number 1. So it will become x minus 0, which is equals to 0 multiplied by t plus half, sorry 0 the initial velocity is u, and half multiplied by 0 multiplied by t square. The value of ax is what? 0. So this x is equals to what? ut only. So this is the equation in which I find out the value of x in terms of u and t, or we can say that from this equation I conclude that t is equals to what? X upon u. So from x-axis I calculated the value of t. Fine. So now I will talk about this y component. So y component means this much component, ये vertical component. Vertical component is y component, and this horizontal component is what? X component. So when I giving the initial velocity to this object, so this velocity only in x direction, x-axis, not in y. ठीक है ना? ना मैंने इसको एंगल बना के नीचे की तरफ थ्रो किया, ना मैंने इसको ऊपर की तरफ थ्रो किया. इट मींस इनिशियल वेलोसिटी along y-axis is 0 because I am giving only the velocity in x-axis. Fine. So y component of velocity is what? 0. It means कि body will come downward under the effect of gravity. It means बच्चे vertical velocity जो भी आएगी it is because of under the action of gravity, because of gravity only. Fine. It means initially the velocity is given to x direction and this the value of velocity component along y-axis changes. It is because of the action of gravity. It means velocity changes along y-axis but it remain constant along x-axis. So x-axis के along velocity क्या constant? देखो यहाँ पे here is u. At any point velocity is what? Along x-axis is u. But along y-axis initial velocity is 0, then something है ना, it is increasing है ना, because under the effect of gravity. So now for y component I am taking the equation of path. So y minus y naught, which is equals to u by t plus half a by acceleration का y component and t square. Fine. So here I am condition, I am starting from 0. Initial velocity again 0 along y-axis and acceleration is because of gravity. So this equation becomes y is equals to, it means y minus 0 which is equals to uy is 0, 0 multiplied by anything is 0 plus half gt square. Fine. So from here which I conclude, so y is equals to, so here g upon 2 into t square. So now put the value of t from x component. Okay? So from x component I calculated the value of t. I will put here. So this becomes g upon 2. So x upon u to the whole square. So this y component become, so g upon 2u square multiplied by x square. So g, value of g is constant, value of u is constant. It means one variable, one coordinate depends on second power of other coordinate. ठीक है? एक कोऑर्डिनेट दूसरे कोऑर्डिनेट की सेकंड पावर के ऊपर डिपेंड करे एंड दिस टर्म इज व्हाट कांस्टेंट. सो आई विल राइट दिस टर्म एज y is equal to kx square. Fine. Where k is what? Where k is what? g upon 2u square. So or we can write it as, so y is directly proportional to x square. Y is directly proportional to x square. It means one position coordinate is directly proportional to the square of other coordinate. So this condition is what? This condition is of parabola. किसकी condition है बच्चे? Parabola की ये condition. So what I conclude, so path of projectile is parabolic in nature. Path of projectile is parabolic in nature. So I am writing here only. So for the path of projectile, so path of the projectile is parabolic in nature. ठीक है? So in CBSE बच्चे, so in question they will simply ask, show that the path of projectile is parabolic in nature. So you have to show like this only. Fine. Now second point, time of projectile. Fine. Or time of flight. So what do you mean by time of flight? So time of flight is what? How much this object is in air. Fine. So it means from O to C, the time taken by the object from O to C, that time is known as time of flight. Fine. So it means when the motion along vertical axis, it means when the height tends to 0 बच्चे, तो उसकी टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट क्या हो जाएगी, उसकी फ्लाइट क्या हो जाएगी बच्चे, कंप्लीट हो जाएगी. फाइन. इट मींस स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम O एंड कहां पे जाके खत्म हो गया, एट पॉइंट C. सपोज दिस हाइट इज व्हाट, h only. So height of this tower is h only. So we have to find the time of flight, means we have to take the vertical component. We have to take the vertical component because when the height tends to 0, it means उसकी बच्चे फ्लाइट क्या हो गई, ओवर हो गई. जितना टाइम होएगा बच्चे, that time is known as time of flight. So simply we know that for this time of flight I have to take the which condition, vertical conditions. So y minus y naught, which is equals to uyt plus half a by t square. You know that this is the equation for vertical component. So here I have condition that, so conditions क्या है बच्चे, initial position is 0, initial velocity along y-axis is 0, and acceleration towards y-axis is g, and this time is what, suppose time of flight is capital T. Fine. Implement all these values in this equation. So, and you know y is what? Y is what? H only. So here y, also I am having y, the value of y is what? H only. Now implement all these values. So h minus 0, y means h minus 0 minus initial velocity is 0 multiplied by t plus half g t square. Fine. It means this will become h is equals to half gt square, or we can say that t square is equals to 2h upon g, which implies t is equals to under root of 2h upon g. So this is the formula for time of flight. It means path, you know, projectile, path of the projectile is parabolic in nature. Now time of flight is what? Under root 2h upon g. Fine. Now third, we have to find the range. So range of the projectile, it means how far from its ground initial position, how far this projectile travel, the distance. Suppose this distance from the foot of this building to the point C is what? Range. Now we have to calculate the range of the projectile. Range is the horizontal distance covered by the body, when projectile is in flight. तो जब तक प्रोजेक्टाइल उड़ता रहेगा बच्चे, ग्राउंड पे नहीं आता, तब तक उस बिल्डिंग से जहां से प्रोजेक्टाइल स्टार्ट हुआ जितना दूर जाएगा बच्चे, दैट डिस्टेंस इज व्हाट? रेंज ओनली. एंड वी हैव सिंपल फॉर्मूला ऑफ रेंज. सो रेंज इज इक्वल्स टू इनिशियल वेलोसिटी अलोंग एक्स एक्सिस मल्टीप्लाई बाय टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट. So this is the formula for range. For finding the range, we have what? Initial velocity multiplied with time of flight. Fine. So range I am representing as capital R. Initial velocity along x-axis is u. Multiplied with time of flight. You know, time of flight is what? 2h upon g. So this is the simple formula for finding the range. It means range we calculated as simply multiply initial velocity to the time of flight. So 2h upon g. So this is the formula for range. Okay students, now we have to find out the velocity of projectile at any instant. ठीक है, किसी भी point पे. Suppose here is a point P and this object is moving with velocity v in this direction. Fine. So when I resolve the component, so it means here I am having two components. Fine. One is vx, another is vy. Fine. I am talking about instant velocity. Fine. Instant velocity. It means this velocity is making angle beta with horizontal. This line. Fine. And here is the x component of the velocity and this is the y component of the velocity. Now for the resultant velocity v, it means for instant velocity v, I have to calculate the horizontal component as well as vertical component. And you know that here I am having vx. And in this direction I am having vy. The angle between these two vectors is what? 90 degree. And this is the direction of resultant velocity. Fine. And making angle beta. So this is the angle of direction. Fine. So at first we have to calculate v. And you know that for simple formula of finding the velocity. Velocity is a vector quantity and you know how we can add two vectors. This is a square plus b square under root of a square plus b square plus 2ab. Fine. So here instead of a I am having vx square, instead of b I am having vy square plus 2 vx vy and cos 90. You know cos 90 is 0, it means third component is 0. It means I am only having with vx square plus vy square. So my task is to find out the value of vx and vy. So by simple equation of motion, first equation of motion, so vx is equals to ux plus axt. So for y, vy is equals to uy plus ay. And you know that initially I am giving velocity u to the projectile. Initial कौन सी velocity बच्चे u, and acceleration is 0. It means vx, the value of vx is only u. Fine. So here vy. So vy is equals to initially velocity along y-axis is 0 plus acceleration of y-axis is gravity only g into t. It means y component of velocity is what? gt. Fine. Now I having the value of vx and vy and I will calculate the resultant velocity at any point. This is under root of. So on the place of vx I am having u square plus on the place of vy I am having gt. So gt square, it means resultant velocity is what? Under root of u square plus g square t square. Very important value. So at any instant velocity will come, and the value of velocity is what? Under root of u square plus g square t square. Fine. So for direction, at any instant direction will given by beta. Find the direction. Fine. In which direction this velocity v will go. Fine. So suppose this angle of direction is what? Beta. So angle of direction is what? Suppose here we have velocity v, and angle with this horizontal component is what? Beta. And this is the component of velocity along y-axis. Fine. So now draw perpendicular from here. It means in front of this angle we have vy, and this axis is what? Vx. Now we know the perpendicular and we know base, so we have to find the value of beta by using simple tangent angle, that tan beta is equals to perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular is vy upon base vx. Fine. Vy upon vx, and we know the value of vy. The value of vy is what? Gt, and the value of vx is u. It means tan beta is equals to gt upon u, and beta is equals to what? Tan inverse gt upon u. So in this way we have to find out the direction of our body. Fine. In the direction of v. So beta is what? Tan inverse gt. Now let's solve some numerical related to horizontal projectile. In this numerical, a projectile is fired horizontally with a velocity of 98 meter per second from a hill. Suppose here we have a hill, and here is what? A body is fired along this axis. Fine. With the initial velocity of 98 meter per second, and the height of this hill is what? Height of this hill is 490 meter. So height of this hill is 490 meter. So this body will go along this path. Fine. So what we have to find? We have to find at first time of flight. So first part, what we have to find? We have to find time of flight. And you know the formula of time of flight, which is equals to under root 2h upon g. Fine. You know the value of h. Implement all the values. 2h is 490 upon g is 9.8. So from here this is equals to under root of 9800 upon 98. Fine. So how many times? 100. So it means t is equals to under root 100, which is equals to 10 seconds. So here time of flight of this projectile is what? 10 seconds. So now second we have to find out the range, and the formula for range is initial velocity multiplied by time of flight. Initial velocity of the body is 98 and time of flight is 10. So range of this body is what? So from horizontal to a point जहाँ पे वो land करेगा बच्चे, this distance is what? Range, and the range is what? Range is 980 meter. It means from the bottom, from the foot of this hill, body will go how much far? Body will go 980 meter far from this hill. So this is the B part, which is range. Now C part, we have to find out the velocity. We have to find out the instant velocity. Velocity at any point. Suppose here I am finding out the velocity at this point, at point P. So before striking, so velocity is in this direction v. So of this v we have two components, one along x-axis vx and one along y-axis vy. And you know the formula. You know the formula. Find out the velocity at any instant or just before striking the ground. The velocity is what? Under root of u square plus gt square. Fine. We know the value of u. Initial velocity is 98 to the square plus g value is 9.8 and t value is 10 to the whole square. Fine. So it is under root of 98 to the whole square plus 98 to the whole square. So this will become, so 98 will common from both sides, and this is under root 2. So this is the value of velocity at any point.